Hello, I'm Emmeline.
And I'm Kindy.
And welcome to Stuff with Moms, a podcast about shows, stories, and enjoying life.
Yeah.
So, Kindy, how was your month?
Less intense than yours. I already know. It was good. I'm trying to finish a blanket that I've started forever ago with my sister-in-law, and I hate it. I hate applique. The part of sewing quilts is that you don't have to use your fingers with needle and thread, and this defeats the purpose, and I hate it, and I just want to be done. I'm actually contemplating on just ripping all the leaves that I glued on. That's what I'm doing. I'm sewing on these stupid little leaves because it's supposed to be a vine around a house. Dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. I hate it. I hate it. I poke myself. It's taking forever, and it's just tedious. It's tedious, and I haven't done it, so I'm like, I'm going to focus on getting this stupid thing done, and hopefully I can. And then another thing is, it is amazing what changing a supervisor can do for you at your job. I have like this mind ability now because it's not so bogged down with the things that my old boss did. Like, I don't know, just waste my time with meetings or.
Oh, I hate meetings.
Yeah. And she works remote, so she never goes into an office at all. I go in like one day out of the week. And so my new manager thinks that she's just lonely. And so she has all these inane meetings. Like there was one that I didn't even need to be in, but she asked me if I wanted to be in it. And then when I said, I don't think it pertains to me and what I do for this client, she's like, yeah, I'm trying to help not cost them money. I was like, by having me in this meeting, because anybody who's in a meeting, we charge that to the client. So it's like, so you asked me to be in, yeah. So she's like, well, if they bring anything up with AP, I'm like, well, then hit me up. I'm happy to jump on. But if it's not, it was like some census thing that
you wouldn't be needed at all.
I would not have been needed at all. And she asked me if I wanted to be in it. I was like, the one where you're talking about the census that I don't need to be it. Oh, so it is amazing. Like I am working less hours. I am working 10 less hours, but I need more work. Like I am working more productively with my new manager than I was with my old. And it is night and day, and I love it.
I love that for you.
It's so much better. Because I'm not bogged down with her conversations of she's nice. I like her, but oh my gosh, I had no idea until I was like, I gotta get out. And I'm not getting any promotion, which kind of sucks. I mean, I get it because my hours or my percentage is terrible. Not promotion, a raise.
Oh, gotcha.
There's no promotion available for me, and I'm okay with that. I don't need one. I like where I'm at. I have no intention of being a manager, so that's out the window, and I'm okay with that. But yeah. So crazy. Kids are out of today's Anders' last day of school, so he'll be out. He'll be going to daycare because I told him, I was like, you are not going to sit around and watch TV all day. So if you don't go to daycare, you're not sitting around here. So he decided to go to daycare. I was like, okay, that works. So what is up with you?
Okay, well, I finished school.
Yay!
Well,
one semester
at least
down.
Yeah, one semester down.
How many more to go?
6.
Ugh, I'm sorry,
but it's exciting because it's all
stuff
my major. Like that's it. So
that's good. You've gotten all the prerequisites out of the way.
Yes, and that awful P&A class, my biology class.
Double whammy class.
I am so glad that one's done.
I bet that was 2 in 1, and it was already intense. Like
yes.
Biology and anatomy, right?
Anatomy and physiology.
Physiology, that's right.
Yeah. So, that one's
Wham,
done.
bam.
I got A's, and then in that biology class, I got a B. So.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Is amazing, Emmeline.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was.
Have you celebrated?
I did. I got to work on all the projects I've been putting off. That was my celebration. I was like, now I can do all the things I want to do.
Yay!
So our truck was, we have a 94 Toyota pickup, and it was starting to not go into third and fourth gear. And
I need that.
Yeah. And so I was like, I think the bushing plate had like crumbled. And so I pulled out the stick, and I was right. It's like the seat that the stick sits in. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it had ever been changed because it was like totally dissolved.
Oh no. That's not what
And so
want.
it was all these little pieces that had clogged up the third gear and the fourth gear. So I was able to pull out the gasket and then all the bushing pieces. And
you are just amazing. Like all the things that you put your mind to, like it is amazing. You're just this amazing person that I admire all the time because you're like, I just, fixed my truck because it was broken and it works now and it's great. And it's all the bushings and I know all the names of the parts because I'm awesome and it's amazing. And yeah, it's great. I love hearing the things that you do around your house.
Anyway, so that was fun. And that's my reward for fixing the truck was chocolate-covered raisins.
Chocolate-covered.
Yeah. Because I was like, honey, I think I fixed it. And we went and drove it around. And he's like, you deserve a reward.
Yes, you do. I concur.
So
and
we
love
went
that
and
it
got
was chocolate-covered raisins.
Mm-hmm. And then I redid my flower bed. And it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Put the stones all around. Because, like, the grass was starting to creep into the flower bed, right?
Can't have that.
So we put in decorative stones around it. And I replanted all the flowers in the positions I wanted to, because one of the bushes was getting like super big.
Oh, yeah.
So I moved it and like put flowers that were along the backyard that were just like potted flowers I got, and I just planted them outside last year, and they came up again this year. So I was like, oh, great. And so I transplanted them, and my flower bed looks awesome.
Yay.
So that
We'll have
was
to take
fun.
a picture. We could put it in the show notes.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Facebook page, actually.
That would be good.
That would be something I can emulate off of. Copy. Something I can copy.
And the boys are done with school. Well, technically they have 2 half days, today and tomorrow.
Oh, really?
But I was like, I'm not taking you in for 2 half days because they wouldn't even actually do anything anyway. So
Right? It's just parties. They're not sad that they're going to miss the parties.
no.
Oh, that's good.
We get to be home and do stuff that we want to do. I mean, it was like Lorenzo's finals were all like Monday and Tuesday. So yesterday he just hung out with his friends all day. So
He's good.
yeah, he's good. So was Clark. So
Nice.
they didn't even want to go to school yesterday. And I was like, you got to go to all the full days. I'll let you off the 2 half days.
There you go.
So anyway.
That's good. Good mom.
But they did good. Clark, we had his award ceremony yesterday, and he got like all the awards.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Way to be awesome.
It was awesome. What was funny is I'm friends with one of Clark's friends' moms.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, she was there, and they announced, the winner for the person who scored the best on the iReady scoring.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, and the person who did best in reading and math. And she's like, I knew it was going to be Clark. And then they announced it was Clark, and I was right.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So he did good. He had a good year. Lorenzo got really... we told him we'd reward him if he actually tried in his classes. And so he did really good.
Doesn't actually try.
He can get along without trying. Because he's just smart enough that he can do it.
Yeah. He's like, I get the gist. I know I can do it, but I don't want to because it's boring.
He's like, I didn't want to do the homework. And I was like, no, if you actually do, because I know if he does it, he'd get straight A's. Yeah. And so we were just like, if you do it, we'll give you this reward. And he was like, okay, fine.
What was his reward?
We'll help pay for his computer that he's saving up for. So
like a gaming computer?
Yeah. Because right now he has our hand-me-down computer. We got a new computer a couple of years ago, and we gave him our old one. And it's really
slow.
We got it when he was born. It's very old. Yeah. Especially with how much goes on every year, computer-wise.
You get a new computer. It's old by month 2 of its life.
It's true.
So,
anyway, so yeah, he actually worked hard this semester, which was great.
Awesome.
Life's good.
Awesome.
We're prepping for all our summer activities. Speaking of which, our next episode I will be recording in person with Kindy. And it's going to be awesome.
We'll both be in my closet. We'll find somewhere. I don't film this in my I record this in my closet. That's weird.
It's got good sound. Yeah, exactly.
Dampeningness. Yeah, all these clothes, they definitely help.
I keep sneaking
raisins,
chocolate covered raisins, and I need to stop because then I'm chomping while we talk.
No chomping. All right. I was gonna ask. So, because Anders is in first grade, he has that eye test thingy, whatever.
I ready? Yeah.
Yeah, and the teacher tells me how he does and where he needs to work on. I just don't care. I don't care to practice with him because it's as he goes on in school, he will get better.
He will learn that stuff.
Yeah, I don't feel the need to get him to where they are aiming for. Did you ever feel that way, or am I the only one that's I don't care?
Both of my boys have always scored the top scores.
So you've never had to Got it.
So I've never had to work on it.
Got it. My boys are geniuses. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not a good quantifier of geniusism. Geniusism? Geniusness?
Well, and the interesting part is that once
they didn't get it from me.
It's a collective effort.
It's from Kyle. They're book smart. I'm hand smart. I don't know.
You've got the common sense. You gave him the common sense.
Yes.
You gave him the book smart.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's interesting though, because it almost seems like when it comes easy to someone, when it gets hard, they have a harder time.
Yes.
Because they're so used to it being easy.
They aren't used to working hard.
Yeah, they're not used. So it's kind of a big disadvantage. It might be easy now, but what if they hit college and it's it's going to change. It's going to be different. But.
Yep. Which is why we pushed Lorenzo this year. We're you know what? Just work at it and see how much better you do. And what was funny is he's noticed that he appreciates it more, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So it was a good thing.
It was a good call, Mom.
Yeah.
And Dad.
And I think he was emotionally ready for it. I think if we would have asked him 2 years ago, he would have been yeah, right. I still don't care.
Yeah. Because what grade is he in?
He just finished his sophomore year. So.
Oh my gosh. So he's got 2 more years.
Yep.
That is so weird.
He's so old, huh?
He is.
He keeps talking about oh, so when I'm going to go on my mission, and I'm
You're
That's
like,
like
that's
so soon.
yeah. That's way too soon. Oh,
Oh,
I hate it. These kids have got to stop growing.
I know. It's so weird.
Worst. It is. Because I still imagine, like, granted, my image of him has changed since we came to visit you when you guys were in,
Wyoming.
yeah. Because now I have that image, but now the next time I see him, I'm going to be like, no, no. I just got okay with you being a tween.
Yep. Now he's taller than me, and
Is his deep voice hit yet?
yeah,
Oh, no.
he was at my tone for like
A while.
a couple of months, where I'd answer the phone and they'd be like, "Is your mom there?" And I'm like, "Well, she lives in Utah." But I think you mean me. And they're like, "Oh, I thought you were Lorenzo."
She's never here unless she's visiting.
But yeah, so that was in Wyoming that he kind of was at my tone for a few months, and now he's like this.
Is he deeper than Kyle?
Um,
Or is about the same? I guess
about the
it's
same.
different because
It is
you're
different. He
so
has
used to him being higher, and then he changes, and it probably sounds deeper, but probably isn't actually.
nah, yeah,
Maybe?
it's deeper, but I think Kyle's he has more of
Kyle's
like
grown into
my
his, though.
intonations, but he's deep like Kyle is. So
Oh yeah,
anyway,
that's interesting.
yeah. So when you get to see him this summer, you'll be like, ah.
Yeah, pretty much. But like, this is not Lorenzo. That's not right. This is some imposter.
Well, you have the word of the month.
I do, and it's voluble.
Voluble.
Voluble for those listening. I thought you would know this.
Nope.
I went with it anyway. I was like, we'll just see. 'Cause,
The
those
amount
smart-
of volume that you're able to have.
College smarts, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey!
Now I can do that.
No, now you can know that I know what I study, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah. You know what you've memorized to take your test so that you can progress.
And then I forget it instantly.
Right?
Maintain it
remember
long
when they-
enough for a test.
Yep, that's right. And then your brain dumps it for more retained knowledge. So it is talking a lot in a rapid and energetic way.
Oh, voluble.
Voluble.
Cool. I like that one. Now we're both going to do words because we're going to do our part 2 of our Brainrot that Lorenzo wrote us.
Yeah.
Drip. What does drip mean? I actually know this one. So
I want to say it's like you're dripping with like it's either good or bad. It's like more of something. So like you're drip
Ooh,
with Riz or something.
you're dripping with Riz.
What is it?
It's cool shoes.
Oh,
Cool
Drip?
clothes.
Cool clothes.
Cool clothes. Nice drip.
Nice drip. Oh my gosh. This is so funny because now it's coming back around because I'm sure our parents and grandparents were like, what?
What is
Dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yes, I'm sure it is. All right, bussin'.
Well, I know it's not a yellow bus.
Maybe it's like traveling somewhere. That's what I
Yeah.
think it is.
Yeah, I agree. I'll go with that.
Bussin'. It is
Can't be anything obvious.
what you say when something's cool.
What? Just saying that's cool. That's
Bussin'.
bussin'.
Oh, we sound so dumb when we say
We
it.
do.
I think.
It definitely sounds cooler when they say it.
Yeah, it does. All right. It sounds bussin' when they say it.
Hey, there you go.
Woo! Okay.
You got this.
Unk.
Uncle.
That's what my guess is. Uncle.
But
Short.
that's not what it means.
Probably not. Somebody, a cool old guy.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Maybe.
say it's gonna have
No,
something to do
that's
with,
just
the
my guess.
uncle age. Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Okay.
I like it better than what it probably actually is.
Okay. An old person. Hey, we're close.
Yeah.
It's just not
Not
a cool
cool.
old person, just an old
Not
person.
a bussin'.
A bussin' unk.
Yeah. Do they use it like that?
I have no idea. I'm gonna totally say that I'm a bussin' unk to Lorenzo and see what he says.
You should. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
All right. I'll tell you what his response is next time.
Okay.
All right. Next one. Yeet. Ooh, I know this one.
Yeet. I have no idea. Like eek?
No, it's when you throw something. You yeet it. Yeet.
Oh. So instead of
Throwing
throw,
something.
it's
Yep.
yeet.
Yep.
Man, you yeeted that basketball. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't think they ever would use that.
No, they say like
Yeet.
I had to yeet that pencil because
You
it
think
was
that's what it
broken.
is?
Oh yeah. I've heard Lorenzo use that one. That's why I knew what it meant.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, at least we're getting close.
Yeah. All right, next.
Does he use a lot of these words?
Yes.
Just being at home? Does it drive you crazy?
Like, I have no idea what you're saying. I can usually like pull it out of context and be like, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right, griddy.
Griddy. That sounds like what you're talking about. Like it's gross. Grimy. How do you define gritty without using the word?
I have always sucked at defining a word without using the word. Like that's like one of the things that I've always been like, oh, I need a thesaurus.
Yeah. Yep. I have no idea. Gritty.
Well, this one I know because you hit the gritty. It means you're gonna do a cool dance, I think. So let me look.
Ah.
A dance football players do when they score a touchdown. Okay.
Oh, so a specific dance at
Apparently.
a specific location. Being
But
a
I think
specific person.
people can mimic hitting the gritty.
Oh, okay.
So you can do your own football dance, even if you aren't at a football game.
Okay, that's good.
Like what you'd do if you scored a touchdown. What would your dance be, Kindy?
I don't know. I've seen too many football players with they wiggle and punch the ground. Like, that's what I think of when I think of doing a touchdown. No, the ground, not the air.
No, that's what mine
Not
would
yours?
be.
That's yours? Oh, okay. She's punching the air while wiggling her body. It's weird to describe how you're dancing. I'm probably not just giving it enough.
Okay. OG.
Original gangster.
Good job.
What
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Original.
Original.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Just drop the gangster part.
Apparently.
Nobody wants to be affiliated with a gangster.
Not even kids today. All right. Cooked.
Oh, we're hilarious. Roasted. Like it's not a good thing. Like got burned. Kind of like an insult. You just got insulted.
Okay. See, I was
I
thinking
can't
like
even define it without
well
using
done.
slang.
Like
yeah,
good job. That was cooked.
Oh, so you think it's a good?
And okay. Negative connotation, positive connotation. Let's see. It means defeated, unable to continue. So you were right.
No, because mine's more of like someone insulted you, but it sounds like it's more like
somebody beat you.
I cooked. Yep.
Somebody
I got cooked or
got
whatever.
cooked. Yeah. All right, cooking. ING.
Ooh.
I'm going to guess you're beating somebody.
Yeah. That's what I would assume.
Doing something very well. Cooking.
You're
cooking. I think that's been a word for us.
Yeah, that has. That's not anything new.
Yeah.
The cook part makes it totally throws me off.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna redefine cook, but then you're still going with cooking.
Cooked and cooking.
Or cooked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, just weird.
All right, Pookie.
Oh dear. Is that like the new babe or what's the?
I think
babe?
so. Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, Bay, the new Bay. Pookie.
Lorenzo calls one of his friends Pookie Bear. So I'm going to guess it's like a term of endearment.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay. Cutie. It means cutie.
Cutie. Aw. Calling a guy friend or a girlfriend?
A guy friend. Just for fun. Like, they do it to tease each other.
Oh, that's funny. Just for fun. Just poking fun.
Just for fun, yeah.
Poking the Pookie Bear.
All right. Sus.
Oh, that's suspect?
Suspicious, I think.
So, yeah, suspicious. That's right.
Yep.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. The chicken's up! The chicken's up!
All right. Mogging.
Mogging?
Yeah. Mogging.
Think of clogging, but that's not it. Mogging. We're gonna go mog today. Mogging. We're gonna go mogging the mall. A gaggle of people. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Mogging. I like that. Mogging. Dancing.
Dancing.
That's my guess.
Okay.
Getting girls.
Oh my gosh, that's like the worst. Mogging?
Mogging.
Mogs? Monstrous.
Okay, cap.
I'm gonna bust a cap. I think our generation had to do with a lot of gangsters.
I think so too.
They were the bee's knees. They were the shiz.
Cap. I think I know this one, so I won't
Like a
say
hat?
mine.
I'm gonna go with hat. I think it's a hat.
I think it's lying.
Oh, is that?
Okay, 30 lie. Yep, to lie.
Oh, to lie.
Yep.
I'm gonna go cap.
No cap. That's what they say when they
lie.
When they aren't lying. No cap.
Oh, no cap.
Like I'm telling the truth.
Like for real.
Yeah.
For real.
For reals.
For reals. For reals, no cap.
For shizzle. On the nizzle.
No. The for shizzle is something totally different.
Oh, I don't know what it means. Apparently, I've never known any slang.
I don't think for sure.
Not then, when I was
Not
actually
ever.
supposed to know it, and not now.
Oh, right? I couldn't even pull it off. Like, I'd hear it and I'd be like, okay, that's nice. I know what that means. I'm not going to use it because it'll just sound weird.
I would do it to sound weird.
Yeah. Yep. That's about as
Okay.
useful as I was, too.
Aura.
Aura. I think it's the personality of the person. Their aura.
I think so too.
That actually means.
I agree with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Your reputation.
Oh. Interesting.
That was our last one.
Oh man!
We did it. We
Yay!
failed.
We're gangsters now. We're OGs.
OGs.
We're OGs. We passed.
We're
The class of-
Rizzy
She's looking at her paper when she does this. We don't know.
Rizzy Alpha OGs.
I am already embarrassing my son. It is wonderful.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
I love doing that.
I even embarrass Matt.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I embarrass Kyle all the time.
Me and Emmeline. It's wonderful. Makes me laugh. I was dancing the other day. We were at Anders' school, and he's like, "Stop!"
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. It was awesome. Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
Yep.
It's my turn. Although I don't think my mom ever embarrassed me. She just kind of wasn't really around to do it. Anytime she'd pick me up or anything involved school, she just would blend in.
Really?
Yeah, there wasn't really any embarrassment there.
Huh.
But I'm excited. It's already working. I
Yep.
embarrassed both Anders and my husband, and it's great.
And I don't think you'll ever embarrass Emmeline, so I think you're good to go.
Yeah. In fact, me and her embarrass Anders and Matt.
Awesome.
It's so fun.
All right, now to our main segment, Smallville Season 3. And we're doing episodes 13, 14, 15, and 16. Episode 13 I called Need for Speed.
It's velocity.
Ooh.
Yeah. So kind of the same thing. After Pete defies corrupt street racing promoters who want him to purposefully lose, the thugs that run the illegal events threaten his life. Pete asks Clark to use his powers to stop them. Furious that Pete would put him in this position, Clark must figure out a way to save Pete and still protect his own secret. Meanwhile, Jonathan begins to suffer the consequences of his deal with Clark's biological father.
Jor-El. Have you ever seen a street racing event like in real life?
No, but Matt used to watch street racing. It was really cool to watch.
Oh, it was a TV show or something?
It was a TV show. They'd like block out this. The only time they were really at risk was when they're doing their test drives on their own, because I think they did get local police enforcement involved so that they could pick up a safe place to race, because it's on TV,
right?
And everything's lit up. It's like, how do you not see that that's what they're doing?
Right.
So of course it was like when they were officially racing, I'm sure they did it all legit-ishly, but that's about as close as I ever got. How about you?
So there was this place that we passed on our way home from like Utah when we lived in Wyoming, and they did car racing there. And every time I passed by there, I'm like, we gotta go. One of these times we gotta go. And one of the times when I was driving home from one of my doctor's appointments, there was one going on like in like it would have been starting soon, because all the cars were arriving and all the really cool race cars were sitting there, and I was just, I should stop and watch it, but I was tired, and
you had a long way to go.
I did. I had another like hour to drive.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, I just want to get home and see my guys. Like, I don't want to be on the road anymore. But then we moved and we never got to go, and I regret not stopping that one time when I could have like watched it. But it's one of those things that I would rather do it with my family. It's not one that I want to be like, I sat and watched this. Like most things, I want to do it with people that I love. I don't want to just do it by myself.
Yeah, it's not as fun because you got to have that shared experience so you can talk about it. Oh, remember that time where we did this and blah, blah, blah? You can't do that with yourself. Oh, Emmeline, remember that time that I went to blah, blah, blah? It was so cool. I know, right? You're crazy, and you got to be put in the mental institution at that point.
Oh, I could join Lex there or something.
There you go. Although he's not in anymore.
That's true.
He's still crazy, but he's not in it.
So, I liked in the episode, like after he got threatened and things are really scary for Pete, he like comes to Clark crying. And I just like, I appreciated the acting job of.
He is such a good one. They
He
did not
is.
utilize him enough.
Oh, Pete. But yeah,
I
he,
know.
like, you felt it. It was good.
Yeah.
He's all crying, like, the money threat. I thought that was interesting that they were like, you know, you owe us this money.
$20,000, high school kid.
I know. Because that's how much you lost me in bets. Because Pete was like, I'm not going to lose. I'm not going to throw a race.
Yeah,
But,
which I love that he didn't do it.
Yeah, me too. But at the same time, when you're working with dangerous people.
Yeah.
Can you drive a manual transmission, Kendi?
I sure can.
Woo!
Very proud of that fact. Haven't had to do it in many, 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 many moons. But I definitely can. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to teach Anders because we don't have a manual. Everything's automatic. Well, and now the manual is like pseudo manual because it's just, you just flick your. I don't know.
Oh, really? Like new cars, they aren't.
Well, I don't know about new manuals specifically, but like it seems like any car built after a certain year, they have like that pseudo manual where you can switch it to that, and then your manual switching gears is on the steering wheel with like that plus and minus sign. Yeah, it's the dumbest thing. I mean, Matt uses it for like driving. Yeah, absolutely no clutch. There's no. This isn't manual. This is just you're telling the car when to switch gears. Manual, you got to have the clutch and the gear shift.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
Maybe I'll rent a car.
Lorenzo's been working on it.
Yeah, because your truck is, right?
Yeah. And he's gonna be the driver of the truck. That's what he's gonna take to school and his job and stuff. So
sweet.
We've been working at it. So
yeah, how has that been going?
It's funny.
Yeah. I tried to teach a friend of mine in high school. It did not go well. So hopefully you're probably more successful.
Well, I taught Kyle, so
see, you got this. Not that he's unteachable. If you could teach him, you can teach anybody.
Right, exactly. So
you know how to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like my favorite part of doing it.
It's watching their coordination.
No, is like creating fake scenarios that they have to get out of. So Kyle, I was like, okay, today we're going to do fake scenarios. And all of a sudden you have to stop. You have to stop right now. And then they have to like,
watch them panic and forget everything they learned.
Yeah. The lady behind you's honking your horn. You got to go now.
Oh, don't roll back, but you're on a hill.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's
really
the worst part. Somebody gets real close to you and you're like,
and you're on a hill.
Yeah.
like you floor it.
Yeah. Like, if I roll back, that's on you. Thankfully, they have that law where it's if the person behind you hits you, even though you hit them, it's there.
Yep.
It's them. They knew about stick shifts when they made that.
Yeah. How have different friendships ended for you? Like, did they just kind of fizzle out, or
Yep.
have you had any of those like, we're never gonna speak again?
No, I am not a confrontational person. So if it ends, it's either because I don't put the effort in, because it's mostly me. I know it is. I've got a friend in Arkansas that I never talk to because I don't reach out to her. Granted, she doesn't reach out to me, but that's besides the point. Like, if I want to keep that friendship, I need to reach out to her, and I just don't, because I don't know. I also have a hard time connecting with people. Like, I'm friendly, I'm nice. It may seem like I have tons of friends, but I don't. Like, I am a terrible person because I have a hard time remembering things about people around me. So it's like, to remember more people, I just am not going to do it. Not intentionally, but like my brain just, it's like, no, that information is not necessary. Like, people in the ward, I have a hard time remembering their names because I don't try hard, and I need to try hard. Anyway, long tangent. Basically, it just fizzles out, and that's it. There's no argument. There's no, I don't want to be friends with you anymore kind of thing, because that's not my personality. I wouldn't do that. If anything, I just would stop talking to them. There is a group of people that I'd like to stop talking to, but I don't know how to not talk to them. How about you? Did you ever have a falling out?
I never did.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Mine are also fizzle out ones, but what's interesting is the fizzle out ones, every once in a while they fizzle back in.
Yeah.
Can you fizzle in?
I don't know.
Reignite? Anyway.
Reignite. Bring back that spark.
Yeah. And so it's kind of fun that like a friend that I hadn't seen in forever or talked to in forever reaches out and we kind of reconnect.
For that small amount
of time, and then they fizzle out again.
Right. I just thought it was interesting. This episode had brought up a lot of kind of human faults that we tend to, I don't know, I feel like every human being at some level has experienced at some point in our lives, and I feel like that's one of them. So in this episode, Pete blames Clark for something Pete did. It's like, what? Like, he got himself into this mess, but he's blaming Clark for not helping him get out of it. And it's like, are you serious? That's really dirty. And so I just don't understand why as human beings we do that. And then the other side is, why do we, because Clark put it on himself. He was blaming himself.
Right.
For what he did to Jonathan, which was making him have powers so that he could go and get Clark.
And bring him home.
Bring him back. It's like, that was his choice. Just because you were being a ding-dong and kind of forced his hand, that doesn't mean that it's on you. Yeah. That was his decision. He loves you that much that he decided to get help from your biological father to come and get you, and knew the
repercussions.
Yes, thank you. So I hated it. But I loved Clark, his just goodness through and through, because he took what Pete dished out to try and help him. And then when he had the opportunity, because he goes to Lex for help, he does not blame Lex. He just steals his car.
And then brings it back with some more miles on it.
Yep. That's a mystery. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, where it's like, on one hand, you've got somebody who is blaming someone else for their decisions, and then you've got someone who doesn't lash out. I don't really have a solution for that. I just thought it was interesting, and it's like, maybe as humans we need to be more aware of which one we take, and take the higher road, because it doesn't do you any good blaming other people for decisions that you've made.
Right.
It just prolongs the inevitable of you learning your lesson, or pushing people that are willing to help you away.
Yeah.
So I thought Pete was super selfish in this one, but
he was, but at the same time, he was just like he justified it. And I think that, with time constraints and what you have to do in an episode to make it dramatic, to keep the audiences, I hate it when they take characters and have them do something that isn't something that they would do.
Yeah,
I do too. I hate it when shows do that. Like, it's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Not who you wrote your character for. Get somebody new, not this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't like that, but I understand why they do it sometimes.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
It is.
Well, dumb. And it's almost like, where has Pete been? Like, you hadn't seen him in a few episodes, so all of a sudden he's doing this racing. It's like, your guys' friendship is really not that great. For you to be like, oh, hey, you're doing something illegal? How have I not known about this? Oh, I don't know, because you're so wrapped up. Yeah, you're so wrapped up in Lana, who sucks.
Yep.
That you can't.
Even though she's dating another guy right now.
Right? Well, she's not really.
Right. She kind of was at the beginning, and now he's
Well,
just
they
living
alluded to
there.
it.
I don't
He's
know.
like, I love you. I think you're wonderful. And then I'm moody and I hate everything. And I'm just going to destroy everyone. It's like,
It's because he's a vampire, right?
and I'm a vampire. Yeah. There's a part in that episode where where Adam says, Lana, you can't tell anyone. Promise me you'll keep this a secret. I'm a vampire. He doesn't say that I'm a vampire. But I thought that in my head.
The next episode I called Alicia.
It is called Obsession.
Ooh. Okay, so this is one of my favorite characters. I'll get to that. Let me do the summary. Clark is forced to use his powers within the sight of Alicia, but is surprised to find out that she has powers of her own. The two develop a bond through their shared secret, but the situation gets ugly after Alicia becomes obsessive about having to share Clark with anyone else, especially Lana. Meanwhile, Lana asks Lex to investigate Adam. So Alicia is like one of my favorite characters in the show. I have a few. I know I've said this before. You know that one boy. Oh, now I can't remember his name.
So while she looks back in the notes, I will entertain you with a quote that she said. She goes, "I can't believe you're like me," and in my head I'm like, "You're in Smallville. Every other person is like you. Every other person has powers because the meteor rocks." So that was a dumb line.
It was dumb.
Annoyed by that.
Ryan, it's Ryan.
Anyway. Okay, so Ryan. So Alicia is your favorite one of your favorite characters. And why is that? Because she's crazy.
She is crazy, but she's likable crazy. She got kind of stuck with this power and utilizing it.
She's mean. She is a terrible person. She almost murdered her dad.
Yeah, but she's like does it so sweetly.
I make it okay. She's horrible.
You're right. She's awful. Why do I like her? No, she's just so sweet to Clark. I think that's why I appreciate her, is because she's okay with being different, and she makes Clark realize it's okay to be to be different. Most of the time when people find out about Clark's powers, they kind of freak out, and she was excited and accepting.
Chloe would be excited and accepting. He's speculating that people don't.
Yes, he's trying to prepare himself for the worst case scenario, I think.
Yeah,
and so that when she found out and she didn't end up becoming this worst case scenario, he was delighted. Yeah, I think I like just the person Clark became around her.
Yeah. Yeah, which I get. I that's understandable because it was cute. Like when they first were hanging out, and he got so happy and smiley, and there was somebody else to kind of commiserate the crap that he has to put up with being in this like secretive life he has to live.
Yeah, and he got to do it with somebody. Yeah. Made it better. So I guess I just appreciate who Clark becomes around her.
Okay. I guess I'll give you that.
Thanks. So when have you projected your feelings on what you do onto others?
I do it all the time. I just react. Like I get mad at Matt for not helping me clean the house, but at no point did I ask him to do it. He's relaxing from his day. I feel like I'm cleaning up everyone else's messes, but that's because I want the house to be clean, so I'm cleaning it at that moment. But Matt would help me clean if I asked him. So is that what you're looking for? I
more like you're angry, and so you feel like they're angry at you back.
Oh no, I don't do that.
You don't? Oh man,
I do.
I'm like super.
I could, and then just playing like I don't.
Oh,
Because,
see, I get like super upset about something, and I'm like,
uh-huh.
oh, it's because Kyle's upset with me. And he
Oh,
is just
he's
living
like
his
minding
life.
his. Just thinking about what he's got to do at work, or oh
Yeah.
crap, I forgot to do this. I guess I gotta. And he's just thinking. I take it back. There are situations where I think Matt's mad or upset about something, but I realize most of the time it's just me because I'll ask, like, "Are you okay? Is everything good?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm fine." I'm like, "Okay, it's me." So I know if I have a problem, it's me. I know that.
Yep.
It's mostly me. He's not doing this. Well, did you ask him? No, I did not. Okay, then there you go. You can't get mad at somebody for not talking to them about it. I almost told him, I was like, I was so mad at you yesterday because you did not throw away your boxes from it. So he got a PlayStation 5
Uh-huh.
a couple days ago for his birthday and Christmas. So he gets nothing. Just kidding. We'll probably go to dinner for his birthday, which we would have done anyway. And then I'll probably get him like another wood puzzle that it doesn't do, and we'll just sit here in the closet for a couple years.
Why do you get him something he won't do?
I don't know. Well, because he liked it. I got him one years ago. He finally. I want my husband to have a hobby. That's what it is.
He does. He works out.
Watches TV.
He works out. That's his
Yeah.
hobby.
Well, he doesn't do it enough. So
what are you talking about? Else. He goes like every day, doesn't he?
He doesn't.
Oh.
No. Because he spends hours there. So when he gets home from work, he doesn't want to spend hours there. I'm like, you just need to have smaller, just need to break out your workout. So they're like 45 minutes, 30, half an hour, hour. No, he goes there for like 2 to 3 hours.
Wow. That's a long time.
So it's only the weekend, or it's when he doesn't have a job that takes that long, so it's just, it's still a hobby, but I kind of feel like that's something you should do anyway. But he does love it. Anyway, so I bought him this wood puzzle thing. It's like a marble run kind of a thing.
Okay.
He's had it for like 3 or 4 years, maybe even 5. He finally put it together. He's like, this is great. I love this. I wouldn't mind having another one. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
He thought he only had it for like a year or a month. Like, you got it to me this year, right? No. It's been in that closet for, anyway, I'm ranting now. So, yeah. So, I don't know what my point was. I totally lost it. Projecting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. So he got a PlayStation, and they're just sitting there by the garage door, not being thrown away. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm like, I'll go throw them away because I'm the only one who wants the house clean and blah, blah, blah. I was getting so mad. And then I'm like, I could have asked him to do it. I didn't have to be bratty. And he doesn't care how clean the house is. I do. So I need to. Anyway, it's just one of those moments where everything piles on and you're like, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do all this stuff. You don't. You want an orderly, clean house. So yeah, I do it.
We turned ourselves into psychos, I think.
We do. We do. Because Matt doesn't care. Like, he likes a nice, clean house, but I don't have to make this big deal about it. And somebody told me, it was my cousin. It was horrible advice at the time, but I get it. I get it now. She's like, men put 110% at their job. So when they come home, they're done. Like they've put forth their effort, for the family at their job that brings home the bacon and everything. It's us women who are like, well, we need help with this and we need help with that. And like if it was a perfect world, we'd be at home putting 110% in our home. But no, we like to do other things. We have jobs maybe, or we do all these other things, and kids are exhausting, but that's our 110%. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, but at the moment I didn't want to hear it because I was so mad at Matt, but I get it. It makes sense.
No, I think
their 110 is just focused elsewhere, and so if we want their help, we have to ask. Like that's just
Yeah.
how it is.
Man.
But we don't need to get mad at them.
Yes, exactly. For not noticing things we notice.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't. That's not their... They don't. So why get mad at them for something they don't? It's like us. It's like them getting mad at us for... I don't know. I can't think of anything right now, but it's nonsense. It's getting mad at us for not helping them with their job.
Right. With whatever
that's
they
a
deem
terrible
their
example,
jobs.
but yeah.
Because there's stuff that they probably consider theirs around the house. And if they're like, how come you didn't notice that I needed help with this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, because that's your job. That's why.
Yeah. Yep. But heaven forbid if they say that to us.
Yep. We wouldn't let them hear the end of that. Remember when you
wouldn't.
said?
What? How dare you?
Okay, next episode. Anyway, loved Alicia. She was a great
maybe
character.
You just really like crazy people.
I think I do.
You're a closet crazy person.
I really appreciate good villains because it makes the heroes better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Episode 15, I called it Liver Failure.
It is Resurrection.
Okay.
Liver failure is pretty good. While his father is awaiting surgery, Clark befriends a young boy, Garrett, whose brother Vince dies from liver failure. However, everyone is shocked when Vince shows up at the hospital, alive and seemingly well, until his liver starts failing again. In a desperate attempt to keep his brother alive, Garrett straps a meteor rock bomb to himself and demands that Vince be given Jonathan's liver.
So his dad's in the hospital about to get, bypass surgery for his failing heart. And this Garrett guy's like, just give my brother his liver. And
nobody else matters. My brother does. I don't care if he has to see me graduate in jail. He'll see me graduate.
It was so weird. Like the turn, because after he initially dies, his brother initially dies, he's kind of coming to terms with it. Mm-hmm. And, this sucks, but okay. It's when his brother comes back to life and then starts dying again that he becomes this psycho, unreasonable person. It was crazy.
It was crazy. But it kind of makes sense. I mean, nobody ever has had to go through that kind of trauma of like, you watch someone die and then you have to rewatch them die all over again.
Right.
It's kind of like, meh.
So what lengths would you go to save a loved one?
Kind of depends on the situation, I guess, because I'd give somebody my kidney, I'd donate my platelets, I
think I'd put myself in danger, but I wouldn't put anybody else in danger.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I'd be like, take my body parts, or I'll stand in the road to protect you, or, I'll throw you out of the way and get run over by the bus. But I wouldn't, be like, I'm going to kill everyone here.
Yeah, just so this one person can get the help that they need. Well, it's kind of like human decency. Like, you wouldn't put other people's lives at risk just to save someone you love, because that wouldn't make I don't know. I feel like it doesn't make sense.
Right. But, in movies where they're like, for the greater good, we'll sacrifice this city of people to save the earth, or whatever,
Yeah. You're like, at no situation would that would happen. So that's dumb.
Yeah.
But you gotta make it just gripping. Makes for a good story. Everybody's gotta die to save everybody else.
But because the bomb was made out of meteor rock, like, Clark had to be creative in how to
which is
dispose
ridiculous,
of it.
because he gets close, like he's in the vicinity of a rock and he starts to get weak. But yet in this scene, he can get close enough to
Well,
put
he
a
got
radioactive blanket on it.
no. He used it to like block the. It wasn't a radioactive blanket. It was one of those X-ray body suits.
Still, you know what I mean.
But yeah, it blocked him
blanket.
enough that he got it around.
It wasn't that big of a blanket.
He got it around the bomb.
Small. It was a small blanket. It was not that big to block the effectiveness of. So what? His main source of power is in his abdomen. His what's it? Torso.
Torso. Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. We'll go with that.
That's what it was in this episode, Kendi.
Yeah, it'll change in the next. I guarantee it. It'll be convenient in the next one.
Yep, it totally will. Episode 16, I called Future Crisis.
It's called Crisis. So, hey.
Close.
One we got where you both agreed, kind of. Just one word off. But
yep.
They like their one word.
Clark receives a panicked call from Lana and hears a gunshot before the line goes dead. But when he finds her, he's stunned to discover she's alive and well. After investigating with Chloe and Pete, Clark realizes that the events he heard have not happened yet. And Adam is the person who will shoot Lana the following day. When Lex takes Clark to Luther Corp Laboratory, where Adam is being held, they find all the staff murdered, and Lex suspects his father is responsible. Man, this one had a lot of stuff in it, didn't it?
It really did. Okay, so not gonna lie, I looked up the episodes that Ian was in, his real name, Adam, and I saw just clips of him, and so I thought, okay, he's gonna be a good guy. He was not. I kept waiting for the good guy part to pop in. Nope. There was no good guy.
He was a good guy at first. I think it's before they decided what they were going to do with the character.
Probably. They were probably just trying to figure it out. And then they're like, you're just going to be bad from here on out. Like, aggressively. Like, he was aggressive to Lana at no point. And she just kept coming back. It's like,
it was weird.
Stay away from this guy. He nothing but bad news. And she's like, I'm just gonna, I fear for my life, but I'm gonna wander around his apartment again.
So the question I had for this one was, how many decisions do we make because of fear of a bad outcome?
Like all the time. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on because I don't want to get thrown from my vehicle.
That one I still struggle with. If my van
You
didn't ding at me, I would not wear a seatbelt.
Are you serious?
I hate them.
I don't. Okay, I didn't realize how used to them I was until me and Kelsey got in. I don't know if she'll remember this when I tell this story, but I befriended a cop. I don't know how. Anyway, we got in his truck to go across the street because we lived across from a really tiny fire station.
Mm-hmm.
And I buckled my seatbelt. There, we weren't and it wasn't because it was him, because I didn't even think, oh, I better put it on or he's gonna think I don't do this normally. No, I just did it. It was just automatic. And he laughed. He's like, we're just going across the street, right? It's like, yeah. I guess I don't need it.
But you're like, I just like automatically do
automatic. It. Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know why. There wasn't like my mom, there's places she won't even put her seatbelt on. Maybe it's that. Maybe because my mom rarely did that I was like, I'm going to put my seatbelt on. Or maybe all of those like car accident things that you see in high school, they scare you to do something. Maybe that was what it was and it worked. And I'm like,
I wonder if that's still a thing. Did you guys do that around prom?
I don't remember. I don't even know if that's it. That's the only thing I can think of is like they showed these to you. Or, no, because I did it before I even drove. Because when you get a ticket and you take a class so you don't have to pay so much or whatever,
right.
they'd show you all these terrible car accidents. But I did it way before that. I was religiously putting on my seatbelt.
Man, that took me back to high school. they'd show all these like awful situations, and it was right around prom. I think it's because they didn't want people to drive drunk at prom.
Drink and drive, yeah, probably.
They'd show
We'll
like
scare you straight.
some of the high schoolers would act parts, and they'd bring in like the EMTs to like pull people away that died in the car crash, and they get like bloodied up and to act the part. And oh my gosh, that was so like
crazy,
cool. Not cool what happened, but you know, a good way to show kids what could happen. I wonder if they still do that.
I don't know.
I'll have to ask Lorenzo. You guys didn't do that?
We went to, you have to realize you went to different schools.
I know, but like
every high school is different.
I know, but don't they do like the same-ish things?
No.
That was our Illinois school.
I don't remember that at all.
I guess they didn't do it in Utah.
Okay, so I got accustomed to having driver's ed in high school, but outside of Utah, they don't. You actually have to go somewhere else, either do it during the summer or have like night classes or something. I don't know if you have that option, but because I went during the summer to go take a class to learn how to drive. I mean, granted, you can drive at 15 even without an adult, but just different.
Yeah. Well, here they offer it in school, but it's just they do block classes. And I'm like, you'll learn everything in the first month. And then the rest of the semester, you're just driving. Sitting around. No, you're just, like, the class is over, essentially.
Oh, so maybe that's why outside of Utah, they don't do it because it's not enough material.
Yeah.
Because, it wasn't very long. It didn't take, like, the whole summer. It was just that.
Couple of weeks. Yeah.
Anyway, good times.
Yeah.
What was something that you've done to keep yourself safe?
Let's see.
For fear of
the bad outcome.
What was your fear of the bad outcome?
That was just during COVID, I wore a mask.
Yeah.
got some shots. I guess that's what, like, you know, your immunizations are. It's like, I don't want to die. Get immunizations. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll use that one. Anyway, what about anything you had on this episode?
Okay. It was interesting. I was surprised that Clark called Lex out, because usually Clark knows things but doesn't bring it up to somebody, but he calls Lex out on being at the lab because, you know, he heard him. Mm-hmm. But conveniently enough, Lex doesn't call Clark out and be like, how do you know I was there? I didn't see you. So it's like, that was super convenient.
Oh yeah, it was. Like, how do you know I was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I was following you.
He could have denied it. I wasn't there. Yeah. I know he said he heard him, but it's like, no, you didn't, because you weren't there. I don't understand why. Like, that could have been a perfect opportunity for, I don't know, maybe they weren't ready for this confrontation that they'll have at some point.
Right.
Been like confronted and be like, how do I know you were there, Clark? And then it just goes, next scene. Nothing's resolved. It's just something that they avoid all the time.
Right. I liked the phone call from the future thing. I thought it was a good concept.
It was
kind of fun.
Because you're like, well, how did it even happen? Like, what's this mysterious phone call? What triggered it? And it kind of makes sense too. I love how they looped it, because then Lana's like, it's happening, Clark, it's happening. But when you don't know what's happening, you're like, what's happening? You know, the first of the episode, you don't know. But
yeah. And so how the power lines fell in, there was this big storm, power line fell and into a puddle with kryptonite in it.
Everything is because of kryptonite.
It is.
Stupid rock. The bane of Clark's existence.
Oh, and pretty much everybody else. Good gravy.
Yeah. Pretty much. And it's funny how it just kind of randomly, conveniently pops up everywhere. Like, you would think that he brought a whole half of Krypton with him with the amount of asteroid rocks that they're finding throughout Smallville. Like, there wasn't that much. Why are we still finding it everywhere? And how is it that Lionel could have like crates and crates and crates of purified kryptonite? It's whatever. It's just convenient. It's annoying. It's annoying how convenient. Like, it should be a very
Well, you think
sparse
it's a
resource.
meteor shower, so there was lots of meteor rock that fell.
But okay,
And because it's kryptonite from Krypton, it doesn't dissolve in the atmosphere the way normal meteor rock does.
Okay, but how did all of that, like, that's a lot of kryptonite that made it from Krypton. He just got shot out of a cannon, essentially. Like, why did all this other stuff come with him?
Because the world exploded.
Space. Yeah, the world exploded, but what? It exploded and just a concentrated amount hit Earth?
No, it was a very big planet.
Yeah, but it wasn't super close to Earth.
Yeah, it's because it got caught up in Clark's ship's trajectory. Suctioned along
that
with
amount of it. That amount of, I can understand some, like the particles that landed with him, but all of that.
I know the universe is a big place. It wouldn't have happened, but it's cool for our story.
Not cool. It's convenient. It's annoying. Because it would make it that much more valuable.
Yes. Yes, and
if
and
they
in
had
the
kept it just to a little sparse.
And in the storyline of the Superman comics, there isn't very much kryptonite.
Yeah.
But in Smallville, it's not. There's a lot.
It's as if part of the world was created by kryptonite. Conveniently.
So I liked the tie-in with Lionel in this, because you find out in this episode that Lionel actually has liver failure and he's terminal. Yeah. And the whole reason that Adam...
I thought that was a lie. When he told that to somebody, I thought he was lying.
Yeah, no. It's
until
the truth.
You find out, yeah.
So, and that's why you find out, or that's why Adam has been in Smallville. Like, why Adam is there, kind of...
Not really.
Hanging out with Lana.
It's part of it.
It's
only part of it. It's like a very small amount, because he's not only testing human people,
yes,
but he has asked that he befriend Lana and watch Clark.
Yes, exactly. So that's why Adam's there. He is the like guinea pig for this new drug that Lionel wants to see if it works to heal his liver. And then he also asked him to essentially spy on Clark.
Yeah.
And so you kind of tie in the Adam character in that he's been Lionel's guinea pig this whole time. And then the last episode with Vince and how he came back to life was he got given this miracle drug because he had the same liver problem. And so you're finding out that all these liver victims are actually Lionel's guinea pigs.
Yeah.
And that at the end of the episode, Lionel's like, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done with life.
That's what they want you to think.
And then the phone rings.
You know, that whole theory about Lionel wanting to have posterity, I think there a couple podcasts ago, I think we were talking about that, and that was one of your theories with how Lionel was treating Lex. I don't think that's legit. I think Lionel is just a selfish billionaire, whatever he is, and just could care less about Lex.
Yeah.
And the only thing he's the reason he's not killing him is because of the convenient truth of that's his biological son. That's it. I feel like there's no loyalty to him. There's no, I'm trying to shape you to be my legacy. Like Lex is a stand-in and not a good one.
He wants a legacy. I think it's
I don't
both.
think he does. I don't think he does. He is just this terrible person that is willing to kill. He's willing to do anything to get to his end goal, and he doesn't care who gets in his way. And that if Lex gets in his way, then he'll handle him, and not in a you're my legacy, because he put him in a mental institution.
Yeah.
I think just his, like, I don't know, maybe his past love, like this very small portion of him not killing his son is because it's his son. And so I was like, well, I guess I can't really cross that line yet. I mean, he doesn't, because you got to have that bad guy for Clark. But I don't think it's the legacy thing. I think it's just he is a dirty, dirty man. And the only reason he hasn't killed off his son is because that's the only reason. It's his son. That's it.
I don't know, but he's like teaching him things in the way that he parents. He wants him to learn.
I think he doesn't know how
lessons.
to parent, so he's like, we'll just do this. Like, I don't think that's it. I think that's what he's interested in. So then he talks to Lex that way, because the way he was raised was probably not any better. It was probably worse. I mean, he killed his parents, so it couldn't have been all Guns and Roses, or not Guns and Roses. What's the saying? Something in Roses. Not the band. Bed of Roses. I guess that's
Butterflies and Roses.
Butterflies and Roses.
I don't know what it is.
No, Bed of Roses. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but his life couldn't have been that
rainbows, and
no
glitter and rainbows. I don't. What is the flowers and sunshine?
I think it's bed of roses. I don't know what it's supposed to mean, but I think I said it wrong. I said it wrong and used it wrong.
Sunshine and roses.
Rose petals. Why would you want a bed of roses? There's thorns in there.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bed of roses. I've
heard that saying before, though.
Sunshine and lollipops.
No, not it either. Anyway, not important.
All good things.
Very tangent. Yeah.
Oh.
Who knows? Maybe his backstory is he grew up in a loving home. He's just bat crap crazy.
Lionel is just a weirdie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's trying with his...
I don't think he is. He's all out for himself.
He is, to an extent. I don't know. I think he wants to have a son to...
I think for him, the idea of a son, which I think is the dumbest thing ever. Why would an idea of a son be anything? Why is the idea of anything better than the actual
thing? Yeah.
Anyway, but...
Okay. Anyway. Tellyboard. We had...
Tellyboard. I noticed one of them.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, the opera. That was it.
Woo! We had our bad guy opera. We had one bad guy opera.
It's only when Lionel is in it.
Yep.
He's part of the storyline. That's it. Oh, can that count as a tally board? Lionel's in the episode. We're getting opera.
But they aren't all. We don't always get opera with Lionel.
Yeah, it's true.
But anyway, so yes, we had some bad guy opera. Title said in episode, we had 2. It was
Crisis, I'm guessing.
It was Resurrection and it was Crisis.
Surprised they said resurrection. I guess that makes sense because his brother was resurrected.
Yep. And then Mom said in the episode we had 13 of those. First name, last name, 23.
Holy crap.
And then reverse Bechdel test, where the two guys only talk about a girl, was one episode past, and they did it twice in the episode. It was the Alicia episode. So,
well,
they were talking about Alicia.
Yep.
Okay, and my favorite Superman reference quote Clark said when his dad's in the hospital, he says...
I think I remember that.
He says, I always thought my dad was like a man of steel.
Yeah! That was my reaction when I heard it. I was like, oh! Good one!
All right, what was your eye roll moment?
I think it was when Alicia's like, I didn't think there was anyone else like me out there. You're in Smallville. There's like 20 others lining up right behind you. Clark will get you in the loony bin once.
It's like 21 per season.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. How many episodes are there? That's how many crazy people there are. Super powered people.
All right, our next episode is, yep, you guessed it, Smallville. We're doing season 3 episodes. What is it? 17, 18, 19, 20.
Woo!
All right, so we'll do the next 4 episodes of Smallville, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you. We post a question on our Facebook page. Maybe it will be that, how many of you guys know how to drive stick shift? Along with pictures from the episode, if you want to check those out. You can also reach out to us there on Facebook or our email, and there are links to both of those on our website, and they're all listed in the show notes.
Help us grow by telling others about us. Share something you've learned, like how Emmeline and I try and sound like teenagers and are terrible at it. But
do we try to
with
sound
the
like
Riz anyway? We're the bee's knees. With the
No
Riz.
cap.
No cap. That's right. We would like to thank Red Productions for the music, Jonica for our logo, and to our listeners, we appreciate you.
Toodle pip. Okay, so Clark.
You were laughing when you wrote the notes down, so I'm like,
it was so good. He came out of the bathroom and he's like, cold toilet seats are physically uncomfortable, but warm toilet seats are mentally uncomfortable.
What a genius.
Oh, it was so good. And then I got another one because my boys are funny. So Lorenzo, we were all just sitting at dinner, eating and stuff. And he spilled milk, and then he went and got the washcloth and was cleaning. And we're all still kind of like discussing what things are going on and stuff. And we stopped because Lorenzo was, as he was cleaning up the milk, he was humming. I was like, oh, your life is so hard.
Oh, if he only knew.